Yeah, so it's 5:30 a.m. and I'm sitting here making a video because I've had a realization. So I've been getting burnt out again on doing content creation or working on a video game or creative endeavors like that. And kind of just doing life in general. And and I so I was watching this Dr. K video, and there was this quote that really stuck out to me on content creation, which I guess is the main focus I'm talking about here, which is about the brain loving deltas. And oh, well, that sounds pretty good. Maybe I should do that for my content and my YouTube videos. But but like the but like the more I've been doing this, I've been getting this feeling that it's there's something missing. It's not quite right, and it doesn't. And I know it because it doesn't really feel fully there, like me when I'm making these videos and playing these games and trying to do stuff. And so I've just been thinking, because that's what I've been doing a lot. I've just been thinking about this thing because it hasn't felt right, and I want it to feel right. And it just clicked, which is why I'm sitting here. I had to make this video that's just talking about just yapping, because I don't know. Some part of me wants me to, because now I get. I think I get why I was also listening to this Press Escape podcast where they had Markiplier on there. Markiplier's someone I look up to, and he was talking about how he wants to make people feel and really feel emotions, and that's a big driving force in what he does. And you know how you know how you get the words and you listen to the words, but they just don't really sit and digest for a while, and so I don't know, I've been watching this other bald guy, Northern Lion. He's 36 years old. I think he has a family and shit figured out. And he's, I don't know, some of his talking about just media diets and I don't know, putting soulful stuff. I think it really helped click. And I also started watching this movie Past Lives that he recommended, which really hit home for me. It really made me feel. And so that's the realization, I think, is I was missing that. I was missing the bigger picture of that quote from Dr. K of the brain loving deltas. Because true, the brain loves deltas, but that doesn't mean it's good for you. We shovel so much shit into our mouths every day gladly. There's drama in the news and all this bad shit in the world happening, and this wonderful person actually turns out to be a piece of shit, and then you're doom scrolling on your fucking phone when you got all this delta and this for this fucking fast food you're just shoveling into your mouth, glad and it's deltas, woohoo! It's deltas, up and down, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. And I think the full quote that should have been said, or that I should have taken away, is the brain loves deltas, but the soul loves feeling. As human beings, the mind always fucks us over anyways. Who gives a fuck what the brain wants? It always wants cheeseburgers and fucking sex and yeah, it wants all this shit anyways. But and that's not it's not a good thing. I mean, it's so obvious now that that's not a good thing to just follow what the brain wants. I mean, you can but it won't it won't lead to anywhere good. The soul, man. I mean, it's just the most obvious thing now. to follow and like live live by, operate by. I was like, man. And then like another thing too, like because like I think another part of that burnout was like I don't know, like I mean, I guess it does play into it because like this would be like ego, like the stuff I'm thinking about, like the ego and your sense of self, and like I don't know, like these. I think some part of me somehow knows. I don't know. I don't know how it's like maybe some mystical shit, but like it just like understands that like somehow that these these thoughts of like which have been partially contributing to the burnout, I think, but like very much to a lesser degree is like, you know, these thoughts of like, oh, you know, like this 300 subscribers, random guy on YouTube, probably doesn't, you know, like imposter syndrome and like comparing, but also like it's been getting weaker over time and like in the face of like this new realization, it doesn't really matter. And I'm so grateful that I'm like obviously like success. Well, we think of success as being ooh, if I blew up on the internet, ooh, very cool. But like I was saying, like a part of me somehow just understands. I guess also partially from seeing it happen to other people, and like their degradation over time as people on the internet is like success is dangerous, and like that's another thing I guess Dr. K has said because of that sense of self, and like if you don't do the work before the work needs to be done, you get fucked over. Like these people like Pirate Software and like XQC and like all this shit that just happened, that's just been happening because of like spiritual degradation, not just to those guys, but like in society as a general, just moral and spiritual degradation because the work hasn't been being done. And like I think the work gets magnitudes harder when you quote succeed, because then your sense of self, it just kills you. It just fucks you over, which is what it's best at, right? Because so like I feel like when I'm like clear-headed, especially like now, like I can recognize and feel that like in a way being able to do like the work before any of that shit could get you tied up in like being successful in that sense of self, and like being able to defuse that before it becomes a bomb, like might be a blessing. Yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on for like several minutes already. I should probably go to sleep. My it's been so fucked up recently. I need to I kind of want to feel like a human being, so yeah. That's why I'm wearing these goofy blue light glasses. I'm trying to sleep, man. All right, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys to anybody who's taken that time to watch. And yeah, I guess I don't know, like feel alongside me. That feels kind of weird to say. Wait. Yeah, no, thank you guys. Thank you to anyone who's watching this. Some random guy on the internet, which is I think that's the goal, is to always be a random guy on the internet, just like yapping and doing stuff and making cool things, instead of like, not becoming somebody, like the way Andrew Tate becomes somebody, or like, you become a big content creator and now you can do whatever you want. Not in that way. Yeah. More videos soon, I think. Probably. We'll see when I wake up. And yeah, that's it for now.